This 1 Degree Outside video is sponsored by the Topsfield Fair, America's oldest fair. You can pre-order your admission, meal, and ride tickets today at topsfieldfair.org and join the fun October 4th through 14th, conveniently located on Route 1, just off of Interstate 95.
Hi, Matt Noyes. Monday Insights, that deeper dive into the meteorology, why the forecast looks the way it does over the coming days. Let's start out with the Topsfield Fair 14-day. Of course, as you've heard from us by now, the Topsfield Fair is our sponsor all the way through the fair dates of October 4th through 14th. And you know, a big tip of the cap to the Topsfield Fair because we really do appreciate your sponsorship here, and we are excited about the fact that it allows us to bring more products to our viewers. All right, here's what's going on for us this week. We've got just an elevated chance of a sprinkle on Tuesday, an elevated chance of an isolated shower Wednesday. It's a little bit higher chance of the mountains. Good day as we head to the end of the week Thursday, and Friday looks amazing for opening day at the fair. Mid-70s and dry. An elevated chance of showers Saturday. But as I mentioned in Insights last week, these are going to be quick-moving disturbances. So it's all about timing it. I'm really not worried about the stuff lingering. So Saturday, it'll be a quick buzz through of a couple of showers the way it looks right now. We might do the same thing Monday night into Tuesday morning. You might do the same thing at some point next Wednesday. But bottom line, the temperatures look great. And for early October, this is what you would want and expect to see. With one exception, we need the rain, right? We don't want it to impact our outdoor plans, but we could use it. So the drought monitor shows we are still in drought in the area that's in brown, which is across central New Hampshire to the New Hampshire seacoast, northeastern Mass, running up the coast of Maine as well. I can zoom that in a little bit more for you. You see basically down along 133, and when you get east of and along Route 1 in Essex County, and then you run up along Route 1 of the New Hampshire seacoast, this whole area is in drought, and it makes sense. If you look at the last 30 days and say, all right, where are we in terms of rainfall deficit? We're like 2 to 3 inches below normal. Notice there's no deficit in southeast Mass. You're actually above normal for rainfall, and that's because of the multi-day nor'easter that you got a couple of weeks ago. But really, for the rest of us, it's a fraction of what our normal rain should be over the last month. Springfield, 12% of our normal rain over the last 30 days. So we could use the rain. We didn't get any in the last 24 hours except for some sprinkles in southwest Connecticut. That was it. We're not getting any in the next 24 hours. Showers to the south will stay there. The energy associated with dual areas of low pressure all kind of easing out over the Atlantic, and our weather instead coming from the north and west. And as I mentioned to you in Insights last week, if we keep that northwesterly flow of disturbances, sure, you get an elevated chance of showers you saw in that 14-day from time to time, but you never get into deeper moisture. We can track that moisture in green here, the drier air in yellows and browns. Watch what happens as we get through the midweek and the rest of this week. The moisture all stays locked to the south. So even if you bring disturbances through, you never generate that much in the way of rainfall. And overall, the dry pattern continues. Great for outdoor plans, just not necessarily for the water table, at least in the short term, right? So here's the map on Tuesday. Why so many clouds? Well, you've got an onshore wind. It's going to be an easterly wind, brings in some ocean moisture. A lot of that is lower altitude clouds that'll be with us. It gives you a sprinkle, but that's the most it'll give you from time to time on Tuesday. Wednesday, here comes a cold front from the north and west, but where did it go? It's vanishing. It actually really does die out as it approaches. There's not a lot of cooler air that comes with it. It dies out and washes out. There's not much moisture with it either, so the best chance of showers will be Wednesday across northern New England. Most of us would see maybe an isolated shower. That goes by. Drier air allows for ample sun on Thursday and Friday, as we talked about and just looked at in that Topsfield 14-day, looks fantastic overall. The next front that comes at us, you know what? This is what elevates that chance of a passing shower Saturday, but I've got to be candid with you. The way the weather pattern looks with that northwesterly flow through a deep layer of the atmosphere, this may do the same thing that this coming Wednesdays did, which is the closer you get to it, the less impressive that it looks overall. All right, with the onshore wind tomorrow, you are going to keep temperatures running in the 60s. By the way, if you were looking for something for today, just keep in mind I covered that already in Noyes' notes in 1 Degree Outside today, which you'll find on the homepage, 1degreeoutside.com. Insights always looks ahead to what's coming up. Tuesday night, down to the 40s where we can clear the sky out a little bit. Other than that, it's going to end up being in the 50s for overnight lows. Wednesday is another day where there's a lot of clouds around. We talked about that isolated shower possibility over the course of the day, particularly in the afternoon, but really most of us don't see a lot of that. Temperatures are held in the 60s. Thursday, sunshine returns in full force. We'll end up with temperatures running over 70. And Friday, as the wind comes out of the south-southwest, you get temperatures up into the 70s. Actually a pretty mild day, and that's why I say it's kind of epic for a fair kickoff. There's no question about that. Topsfield is going to be fantastic, running in the 70s. All right, meanwhile, if you want to download the app, watch the 14-day for your neighborhood, or maybe you want to set it to Topsfield to the fairgrounds, because remember, once you set your location, just hit the 3 dots next to your saved location, do pinpoint. You can pinch and zoom, put it anywhere you want, literally right right down to street level. Grab it on the App Store or Google Play, Noyes' 1 Degree Outside weather app. And, of course, don't forget, if you want to get some of the swag, you can. swag.onedegreeoutside.com. That's how things look for now. Pattern predictions. We'll look at the jet stream, and I'll also take a look at the tropics, too, when I see you coming up with that in just a little bit at onedegreeoutside.com.